What a way to start with Michel Bourez and Kanoa Igarashi.
What a solid heat on paper. We know that Michel won the Pipe Masters over Kanoa last season. And going further, Michel's undefeated over Kanoa in one-on-one heats.
But looks like we're going to get underway.
Michel Bourez taking a look at this facey right. Lays that rail in for a frontside cutback, and he'll swing again into the whitewater. Looking for something big on the inside. He'll just have to fade one more time. Punching out the rebound. Chunky inside section. He has to eject. But his best wave so far, Kanoa out the back. Igarashi can't get that one, so it's remained scoreless early in the morning here. Just a few minutes off the clock. Well, we don't have too much on the board yet. This was the 3-1-7, our best wave so far for Michel Bourez.
Yeah, you know, just we talked about yesterday how these big waves out the back and a little slopey. We saw a lot of guys surfing that inside this morning. You know, just a shorter, more intense kind of wave. But Michel Bourez just getting the ball rolling, getting that first wave under his belt. Thought he was going to go for a big closeout maneuver there, but decided against it. So just a 3-1-7.
So he's had a couple of tough heats out here since, including a round 2 loss last season. Having a look now, Kanoa Igarashi, the U.S. Open champ, belts that first turn. Nice clean start for Igarashi. Late hits the second section and he's down. So another small score will head into the screen of the first heat of the morning.
You know, he's dealing with a Spartan, so he's going to need to produce some of those big maneuvers. Nice wide stance, beautiful low, deep bottom turn, and then just really hooks into that first maneuver. Just a little bit late to that second one, and that's kind of what threw him off balance. Laying that board right over, you can see those fins popping out. I love that. Just shows commitment to that turn and then just jamming it, getting that fin release. The foot right back on the pad. And again, just a little bit late to that second maneuver, which kind of threw him off. So unfortunate there for Kanoa, but what a first turn. I'm pretty excited to see a bit more of that.
So Kanoa Igarashi for one maneuver, 3.03. Michel Bourez trying to open the scale up a bit now. Nice clean forehand arc with some room down the line. Layback hack on the second move. A deep bottom turn. There comes that power wrap from the Tahitian. And he'll just fly away to kick out of there. His best score so far, as he'll keep his lead with 17:45 to go. Michel Bourez representing Tahiti, and he's very proud of it watching this last wave putts.
Yeah, Michel looking so comfortable in these kind of conditions. You know, he's got that power to match, you know, and these kind of waves a little lumpy, a little bit sort of bumpy at the moment with that tide, but Michel looking really solid on his feet. I love that, just that nice rail work from Michel Bourez. Nothing too crazy, just putting some scores on the board. And in cruise control is Michel Bourez and drops a 6.0. So
during the break pots, we had some action, and Kanoa Igarashi was finally able to take the lead here.
Yeah, well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Kanoa Igarashi obviously getting the ball rolling. He's been going for some big turns. I like that smooth, clean approach that he's bringing. A couple of nice turns there. Showing a little bit more commitment. You know, Michel Bourez obviously has got that power, but Kanoa's got a bit of flair as well, and just didn't quite finish that wave off, but it was only a matter of time before he started completing these big turns. Nice, deep, low bottom turn, and then just that beautiful, clean, smooth wrap. I love that style that he's got. Nice low center of gravity. Not a lot of moving parts in that style, and that's what I like about it. Right there, just jamming it, getting nice and low to the board, just making sure that he's focused on each little turn, giving every little bit his undivided attention all the way through the inside, and then just didn't quite connect to this last maneuver. A little bit off balance there, and a interesting little wipeout, but a good score, Joe. 6.43, finds himself in the lead. Bourez now needing a 3.47.
That could be his point of difference. Jeremy, one of the best barrel riders in the world, as we watch Kanoa get down the line. A nice, clean, stylish sweep off the roof, and now he'll carve again. Two beautiful moves from Igarashi. Starting to bend towards him there. Here comes the finish. He'll ditch the fins off the lip, and now Perez flying down the line. Trying to figure out where he's going to put that speed. Layback hack. Way down the beach, and he'll step off. The Spartan trying to get rid of a 3-1-7. Michel Bourez. So Michel Bourez into his 11th start here at the Quiksilver Pro. Let's see what he did here, Potts.
Yeah, well, I like the speed that he carries through the turns here. You know, this wave really didn't slow up for him, but I love the fact that he just kind of matched it. Watch this turn here as he builds up the speed. There was no tapping off this one, just hooking straight into it. That's commitment, you know, really stamping his authority on that maneuver. I love the fact that there was no wiping the speed off. It wasn't a really deep bottom turn because he couldn't afford to. He just had to go straight into that maneuver, cut it short, but really hooking into it nonetheless. So it's going to be a fairly good score. Kanoa Igarashi is going to better his situation as well. Nice, clean, smooth surfing from Kanoa. Again, those deep bottom turns. This wave was a little slower than Michel Bourez's, so it kind of offered him a little bit more scoring potential. But I like the speed one. I like the fact that that wave from Michel was just pedal to the middle.
Kanoa Igarashi on the windup, quick up and out. His last score of 4.83. And how subtle his stance is. His feet were in the right place for the landing to go right into more maneuvers down the beach. Kanoa, meanwhile, looking for the lead again. Drawn out arc off the top. Deep bottom turn, nice snap, but he can't hang on. Kanoa's had to deal with 7 round 2 matchups this season on tour.
I think it was wave number 2 or wave number 3 where he absolutely lit the first turn up, which is what he's done right here again. Beautiful big snap, and then just really goes for that extra little bit. Poke in the nose yet again, so another incomplete ride for Kanoa Igarashi. Looking for a 5.34.
Already into the countdown, Michel Bourez is going to stay undefeated over Kanoa Igarashi with 4 straight wins in the one-on-one format, and a crucial win here in round 2 to get on to round 3 action to continue the Quiksilver Pro.
You know what? He had the opportunities. Unfortunately, falling off just maybe one too many times on that occasion.